the gun show.
I had to check mine at the door, so I
Hurry up.
don't know what the laws are here. Good morning, everybody! North Carolina! How many North Carolinians?
Do you specify north and south? Or do you say,
Two different states!
like, hey, I'm a Carolina?
That's like asking, do you differentiate between Oklahoma and Texas?
Of course you got letters. You don't mix in Oklahoma. There's a Carolina and North Carolina and South Carolina. Is there a kinship camaraderie or like
Are there any South Carolinians? And the North Carolinians? South is outnumbered!
you see a fight after everybody going?
But your neighbors! Your neighbors! There's no neighborly, no. Wow,
You share
this is
more,
educational. Sunday morning education.
share more than 50% of your name. You know what I mean? Like,
What? You got me, man. It's not even noon yet. Carolinians.
Carolinians.
Okay, all right.
That's specific. Any first timers? What are your thoughts?
First time to a convention for really? Have you been to other conventions, like other shows? No? You started off right, I'll tell you that.
It's all down to the others, though. This is all downhill. SPN family rules the roost. Thank y'all. Missed you guys. It's been a while. We find ourselves both in an interesting predicament since our last time we got to see the
Would you call it a
SPN
funk?
family. I would call it a funk. North and South funk. That's what but these are in agreement. Yeah, obviously we are on strike right now, so we're not showering or shaving or cutting hair.
Some of us are. That's
10 minutes mono. But it's going to come
still smoky.
smoky. Okay. I don't smell well though. My nose is more. Sorry, that's right. My bad. You're
Thank you. I'm assuming that was for me.
Was that you yelled at?
Yes, it was. I found a way to throw my voice.
You've been practicing trying to echo it off the back wall, like, I don't know who said that, but thank you. Well, awesome. So really quickly, I'm wearing a shirt today that, how do I address this? I'm going to be,
Has buttons?
has buttons.
That's a nice shirt.
It's blue.
You've seen it before. As a matter of fact, you saw it the last time we were ever on a stage in San Diego before the last ever season we did something. A hall of H. So this is the shirt I wore the last ever time we got to come see you guys. And I'm going to be giving it to a few more.
Worn it since. Why?
Because it was so meaningful. It was like a thing.
Yeah, but it's so meaningful you can give it away.
I'm going to donate it to charity.
I want it.
No, you can't. I'll send you the link. It was and is very special to me, but we're going to raise some good money for causes, so we're going to be donating some clothing and stuff. Woo! We're going to Holly's picture today. Take photos, but in the meantime.
Yes, and it comes with a free spatula. So.
Hard up there. We gotta do it together.
I'm not doing it.
We gotta, yeah. We can avoid the spatula. But, when the world gets back at it, we should do some stuff.
Right now.
I want to do hot.
Some of the hot dogs are based out of South Carolina.
Go Go South. No, I mean, go Carolinians. All. South culture. My voice just cracked. I'm so nervous.
You realize you're in North Carolina right now. All right. Well, let's take some questions. Obviously, we can't talk about some things, but we can talk about everything else. So, what? Yeah. This is question time. This is question time. Okay, right here.
Hello, my name is Jennifer Murray, like
Hang on, Jennifer. Hang on.
Jennifer Murray,
Let's
like
get a
Bill Murray.
whole microphone for you.
I'm so sorry. I thought my voice was projected a little louder, but
No. It was, but in the back. Oh! Jennifer Murray, like Bill Murray.
Good morning, everybody.
my question to you, Jensen, would you be able to belt off a little tune of Simple Man? Maybe just a couple little strands.
No, this is not like, we're not taking requests.
Come on!
This is not karaoke morning.
This is for Monkey. Will you dance? The tambourines.
Disregard question then. Were you ever bullied as a child? And do your children ever experience bullying? Because my son and my daughters, they get bullied really bad. If so, what did you do? How'd you get through it? Because school systems really suck right now. And you're an amazing person. You guys have inspired millions of people. And I don't know if it's millions, but you've definitely inspired me.
No, say millions.
If you ever got bullied, what'd you do and how'd you get through it? My son's 14, he's really going through the ringer. And he idolizes you, he loves you. He's got sensory disorders, so he said he couldn't be here because it would have been too much. But that was the question I wanted to ask.
Big question.
That's a lot to unpack on that one. Yes, I was bullied when I was in middle school. What's that? What? Oh, you did?
Track them down.
Taking her shirt off.
Oh, I know her name. I'm just kidding. No, I know his name, and I won't say it out loud. But
Write it down.
what I did, and this isn't advice, but I'll give you what my experience was, because I must have been 13, 12, 13, 14, somewhere there. I found somebody scarier than him and befriended him, and then turned him on him. And that was the end of that. But no, I got the shit beat out of me, like for a good several months until I finally. I mean, it was obnoxious, and I never told anybody. I never talked to any adult. I never talked to. I just took it.
I didn't know he was getting sexually assaulted. I didn't know. He was getting bullied.
And my friends knew what was going on, but they were scared too. They were too scared. They didn't do anything. So I found an upperclassman, and I befriended him, and it was, he was like one of those scary guys that there was rumors of him like carrying weapons to school and stuff, and I was like, yeah, this might go south, but I'm gonna give it a go. And I just came up to him and was like, hey man, can you help me out with something? He's like, what? I was like, this guy he's like, you don't want to mess with me anymore? I was like, be really nice. And he was like, I got you. And then that was it. He walked up and was like, you ever touch him again, I'm gonna kill you. And I was like, yeah!
What is that?
But recently, my oldest daughter was getting picked on by a young boy in her class. And it was, at first I was like, oh, it's because he likes you, right? No, I didn't say that to her. That's what I thought when she finally brought it to our attention, but she didn't, she waited till it had escalated to a point where we got called in by the faculty, and they brought it to our attention. And then when I asked her, at first my initial reaction was like, oh, how bad can it be? He's probably because he got a crush on her or something like that. And it wasn't. He was just an unfortunate, like, he was coming from an unfortunate situation. And so my initial reaction as a father was to get angry at the little boy. And then I figured out where it was coming from and his situation. And then I felt really bad and I wanted to get him help.
So if that's always what he needs,
Right.
And I tell my son to Tim, it's not them.
Yeah.
It's the way they're being treated at the moment.
Yeah, I think that,
And a lot of times, we, as parents, I think our initial reaction is to just simply protect our child from the,
Mama bear, right?
right,
it's hard to speak to the
you've
child.
dealt with some stuff too.
For sure, my kids, well, I did as a kid. I will say this, I got injured a lot as a kid, whether it was by bullies or broke my arm on a trampoline, or broke my wrist, playing at a friend's house. Those hurt more at the time, but they went away. You know, my elbow works, my hand works, my face is not cut anymore. Mental injuries have a longer lasting effect than physical injuries, and so when my sons have been bullied by other kids, I say stand up for yourself because you're either going to get bullied forever or you're going to get bullied hard once you stand up. And then a big thing is it's difficult for a kid to understand it, but just to remember, try and help them understand that hurt people hurt people.
He's 5'9", and he's not.
Doesn't matter how big you are. You can be 6'9". You know, big people get bullied also. But the physical pain goes away. Stand up for yourself, and you probably won't have to do it again. Good luck.
That's a good thing. Hurt people. So you gotta know that.
I'm going to go right here in the community. One of our first timers, sisters.
Hi, I'm Chris L. Harris from Creekmore, just north of Raleigh, Durham. And I guess under the current circumstances, you two been doing any extra babysitting lately?
So much.
Yeah. It's been a lot.
I figured it was going to come up sooner or later.
Yeah, I actually had to talk with Jen the other day. I worked so hard, 23 years professionally, I guess, to become a reliable actor, as much as I am right now. But even in school and whatnot, and I got really good at being valuable on set. Like I knew I could go to set and provide value. I could hit my marks, I knew my lines, I could help out people, I could rehearse with people, I could help vlog, I could do some stunt sequences. I've only had 11 years of opportunity to try and get good at the parenting side of it, and for many of those years, I was in Vancouver with my buddy, and so I'm still a white belt. I'm eager, I'm earnest. I want teach me. I'm a sponge. What do I do? So Jen was out doing something, and she was like, "Hey, the kids are in school now, but a month ago or 2 months ago, she was like, hey, I have this. I'm meeting a friend downtown for lunch, and can you watch the kids till 3? And I was like, yeah, of course. And so she left. I think she was going to get a workout in at 8 a.m. and then go to her next thing, And so, dad of the year, man, woke the kids up, and let them have an easy breakfast. You want some eggs? I'm making some eggs. You want some pancakes? Blah, blah. You want some cereal, some yogurt? And that was 8 a.m. And then, what do you want to do? You want to go outside and play? It wasn't 100 degrees yet in Austin, so it was probably, maybe it was March or April, right after I had done work for the year. And so, 3 o'clock, Jim rolls in, and we're outside the pool. We're playing, we're splashing, having a gay old time, playing Marco Polo and playing sharks and minnows and stuff like that. And Jen gets back, and she's like, hey, Mom, y'all having a good time? I'm like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, it's been a great morning. She goes, cool. So what'd y'all have for lunch? I was like, huh? We had
lunch? What's lunch?
Yeah, we had eggs and pancakes and cereal this morning. We're all good. She's like, well, it's 3 o'clock. You didn't have anything for lunch? I was like, hey kids, let's get out of the pool. I'm still learning. I'm still a white belt. I'm eager to learn. It's been humbling, to say the least.
My daughter said, Deal was leaving the other day, she's like, is Dad gonna babysit us? And she's like, it's not babysitting, he's your father. She's like, what if when I'm around? Well, you're just mom. You're like, exactly, he's just Dad. That's not babysitting. He's taking care of his children. And I'm like, yeah, what she said. Sorry, I told you I was babysitting you.
Yeah, before Daniel was there, you had just gotten done saying like, all right,
Don't worry, I'm gonna babysit you.
I think I'm babysitting y'all today.
Oops.
Thank you.
In your mouth. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. What?
I guess we're about to find out.
We're about to find out. That mic's not working, just talk loud.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Sorry.
It's more of a statement for Jared.
Okay.
Say, you really are people so good.
Thank you. Well, that's amazing. Thank you. That's inspiring back. Well, great. Thank you for letting me help you. I've been lucky enough to let a lot of people in my life help me, whether I know them personally or not. So keep at it. How do you?
Yeah, no, whatever. I only called on you, it's fine. I'll live another day. No, look, find your inspiration wherever you can find it. If it's in this thing next to me, then all the power to you. Love you too.
Thank you. I feel like to pay it back. Anybody have a statement for Jensen? Yeah. I called your bluff. She's great. And I pointed her shoes.
Hi, I'm Grace from South Carolina.
Hi, Grace, from South Carolina. South Carolinian.
Not originally, but actually,
Not originally.
you know,
Originally from where?
Ohio.
Wait, what do you call Ohio? People from Ohio? Ohioans? Oh, that makes sense.
She's only moving to states that end up like
Kids.
Texan.
I got stuck with the South Carolina boys, so.
I like it. All right.
Sounds good.
I like it.
I wanted to say, sorry I cried in front of you last night when I was here.
Oh, she's the one.
I do
Yeah.
have gummy bears for later.
What's that?
But I do have your gummy bears.
Thank you.
Sorry.
I forgive you.
But actually, it's kind of accurate.
Kind of what?
More Jared.
I can't hear. Speak up. I'm getting old. Oh, it's a question for Jared?
I called her bluff and she wasn't bluffing me.
No, it's a statement. So I know that a lot of times you have said that, this is how I can word this, that your character was the first one. But we all know that Jensen's was a lot,
Shorter.
his last was a lot longer.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
When you know, you know.
You're welcome.
whoa. Yeah. I love them both. Yeah. Was that a statement or a question?
Was there a question in there
Oh,
anywhere?
yeah. Yes, we do know that. Yes, we do know that.
Got a lot of statements going on
You,
here.
you take a lot longer than I do, apparently.
It just makes it more fun.
I have to go to work tomorrow. Hurry.
Oh my God. All right, let's go all the way in the back. Us? Yeah, well, yeah, us. Yes. Yeah. Us? They're the last row, and they were like,
Hey, y'all.
yeah, you too. What's up?
Yesterday, me and Cynthi's hair were like super frizzy, but when we got your autograph, it was like perfect. So we're wondering what you put in your hair.
Me?
I mean, your hair is great too. And his hair
Who are you talking to?
yeah, you.
Talking to me?
Jensen.
You talking to me this whole time?
Yeah, Jared's hair was a little frizzy like ours, but yours was perfect. What you put in your hair?
What do I put in my hair?
Yeah, argan oil.
Nothing.
It's an outward expression of our inner selves. So I'm kind of greasy and gnarly. And smooth.
No, it's a little bit like this in the mirror. It's like,
took care of me, thank God, because I haven't had a haircut in 5 months, 6 months. And so she makes me seem somewhat human. So ask her, she'll know. I sit there like, okay, thank you. Thank you. I see a red bracelet and I think a black watch. Yes.
Right in the middle. Hang on. The mic will get to you by Thursday.
In 2 weeks.
So this is for Jensen. My name is
What?
My name's Lori. I'm from Virginia. My two besties. We've been best friends.
Virginia's for lovers.
Yeah. I'm here with my two
sorry.
besties, Sherry and Lisa. And we're doing this for our 60th. We're all 60 this year. My question is, the three of us have been watching a certain daytime serial since we're 13.
Lucky Charms?
Yes, let's call it Lucky Charms. And I just want to know, if you had to do it all over again, would you spend your time on that daytime serial? And is that something you'd recommend to other people trying to break into the industry?
100%.
Because we loved it since our grandmas were watching.
Yeah, no, that was really kind of my training ground. I didn't go to a proper film school or acting school, and I didn't get properly trained, which is clear by if you watch
Anything he's ever done.
anything.
Right now.
But there I learned things that I don't even think that they would necessarily teach you in certain acting schools, which is, hitting your mark, finding your light, understanding how to navigate personalities, which that show had 30 actors, and everyone had a different personality, and you gotta navigate that if you want to survive. And so that was that was such a valuable experience for me. I talk about it all the time, and it's also such a great gig for so many actors out there. I always, when I left that show in 2000, I think, I always thought to myself, like, if I go out and it doesn't happen, I will 100% come running back to this, because it was so great. So yeah.
I know in a lot of the other question and answer sessions, a lot of your colleagues have been mentioning community theater and things like that, school plays, but nobody mentioned
The soap opera. I think, and look, community theater, going to school, any kind of like,
Making a video and putting it on YouTube, you know what I mean?
right, any kind of expression of, making kind of creative content, whether that's on a stage, whether that's in front of a camera, whether that's, in your room with your friends, reading a play or whatever it is. I think all of that fuels something within you if that's the kind of thing that you strive to do. And so I know that experience for me, it was 3 years, and it was essentially my college. It was my training ground for what I went on to do, and I'm forever thankful for it, and I will always praise it.
Yeah, there's something I think he and I both learned in different ways, in different times. And I love theater, I love community theater, I love going to theater, I love Broadway, all this and that. It's different doing the version that we ended up kind of doing, because if you're doing a play, you get 3 months to rehearse it. You get to go left, right, up, down, center, forward, backward, et cetera, et cetera. Doing something like where he started or where I started, you kind of learn really quickly, like, hey, you ain't got all day, you ain't got all hour. Like, you have 5 minutes, like, get it right, like, 'cause we're moving on. And so that really helped when it was necessary. you know, when he and I were working together, and the sun's coming up in 30 minutes, and we would have loved to have had 3 hours to get something done, but sun's gonna come up, and then it's not gonna make sense, so we're gonna have to cut anyways. So it's like, okay, we've done something.
I recently did a little part in a film, and it was this big in scene where all the
Musical test.
all the major players were in the scene, and the sun was going down. And more importantly, there was a helicopter that was supposed to fly overhead, and the shot had to time out with the helicopter coming, and we only had like two shots at it, and it, you know, the sun was going down, so it was like a race to the finish. Well, my coverage was left to the very end, and of course everybody was, you know, the director and the camera operator, the DP was like, "We're so sorry, we're only going to get like 1 or 2 goes at this," and I was like, "That's cool." And it was like a full speech that I had, and I tattooed it the first take, and I did it again the second take, and I remember the director, he was like, "I love television actors."
Thank you.
Is it me? About the back there with the red, black plaid. That's you. That's you.
My name is Lily,
Hi.
and I'm fluent in flute and bass drum in the marching band.
You play bass drum in the marching band?
Yes, sir.
Cool.
And I was wondering if you could be fluent in any instrument that you do not play, what would it be?
If I could be fluent in the instrument
In any instrument.
that I don't play.
Yes.
I would say piano. I love something, or bagpipe. Funny enough. I'm not lying. It's just having to see. I know. It sounds weird, but I've seen piano live.
Bagpipe?
Yes.
Hell yeah!
The feeling you get. I have a friend who went to West Point, and he happened to be in the marching band there, I guess. And ended up playing for like the royal family in Ireland and the Queen of England. He's amazing. And he brought his bagpipe out to LA 20 years ago when I was working out there. I finally heard Matt. And like the day before they were gonna leave, he's like, "Oh, I haven't played my pipes yet." I was like, "Yeah, do it." And so he goes up to my balcony, and I told you the story all the first time, right by Casa Vega. He starts playing the bagpipe, and we're just watching from inside, and then he finishes one of the songs, and he kind of turns around and looks up at the balcony, and she goes like, "Oh, thank you, thank you." And we're like, "Who's he talking to?" And so we get up from the inside and go to the balcony door and look down, and people were like gathered around. People across the street in other buildings have come out, and like, they're sitting there with their tea and coffee and just listening, and they were clapping for him. It is so haunting. It's just so visceral. So that'd be fun to play, but I think you guys will. Or did you do? I'm Australia. I want to be welcomed there as one of their own.
I would probably agree. I'd say piano would be top of the list, but then I would couple that with an accordion.
Poland. We welcome you in Poland. That's one of our own.
All right, I think we got time for one more. And half of one. Okay. Who's got a half question? Go, Jerry. Pick it. Don't mess this up.
Okay. Question right there.
Uh-oh, she's looking at her phone. You wrote it down? This doesn't sound like a half
It's a
question.
three-parter.
It's a three-parter.
It's not yet. So back at another concert, you had said you both are very humble and kind and are just so incredible as human beings. So you had said that you don't save lives.
Correct.
You're just an actor. I personally disagree because you've saved so many people. You guys got me through all the things. And so my question to you is whether you ever had a person, whether it be a singer, an actor, mentor, who has gotten you through something like that.
Yeah, I'm standing next to him.